Hey guys, today I want to share my design team project for Craftsupplies1. I've made this gorgeous paper mache dress form. What I've done is, using the romance novel papers, I've just torn out my scraps and just layered it in a number of different sizes and shapes, and basically just layered it and covered the whole body using it. Then I've gone over it with a gel medium and just with some shimmer. Then on the top I've just laid a chest piece which I got at a local thrift store, and then around the base using Craftsupplies1 silver mesh bling I've wrapped that around and then laid a black button right underneath. Over here I've just laid some black fascinator mesh and some of the flowers from Craftsupplies1. I've also laid some silver trinkets from a local charm store in Australia, and I've cut it in half. Then in the bodice I've cut a hole here and cut a hole here and just applied some mesh behind it. Going around the bodice I've laid a 2-layer necklace, and I'll show you the pendant as I turn it around. Then down here I've got some pearl flourishes, and also I've got this gorgeous applique from A Thing for Bling. It was an old design team package piece, and then I just cut it into 2 pieces and have it going out the top and the back. And then I layered some Craftsupplies1 flowers, again using my luminaire powders and just turning them into sprays to alter the colour of the flowers. Then what I've done is down the bottom just layered a ton of, the cream mesh from Craftsupplies1, and then over the top I've layered some of the silver mesh bling from Craftsupplies1 also. I've got it standing on the glass at the moment because it's going to get sent to someone, and in the mail they can attach the base to it at a later date. I'm just going to turn it around so you can start seeing the different angles of it. As I turn it to the side, you're going to see the pendant that I made on the necklace. It's actually an old earring that I had, and I just layered it because it went so well with the papers. As I start to turn it around, you're going to see I layered some wings. I covered them using the Victorian Velvet Tim Holtz Distress inks, and then sprayed it just with some of the luminaire shimmer. And I've got a video coming up showing you how I make those type glimmer mists. And then I've just layered down here, I've torn and cut into a U shape. I was inspired by Lovely and Miranda. They created these junk in the trunk dress forms, and I just loved the idea of creating it into a shadow box. So basically just created it a U, and then I curled the paper around to create a little opening, and then over the top layered a bow, some seam binding, thanks Dee Dee, and then layered one of the Craftsupplies1 flowers. Then in the shadow box, I'm going to just bring it a bit closer to the camera so you guys can see. Okay, what I've done is I've layered right at the back some chicken wire, and then I'll just turn it to the side. I've laid a little bottle of beads, and also a spool that Sassy Bonnie sent me. Thank you, Bonnie. And then laid some Craftsupplies1 flowers down here, and some little charm scissors that I got on eBay. Down here I've just laid some pink cheesecloth which I coloured myself, and it's just medical cause, but it's very similar to cheesecloth. Down here I've layered some Tim Holtz trinket pins which I got sent from, sorry I've gone blank, Cali Scrapper 1. Thank you, Barb. And then up the back I've laid a bling flourish and some flowers, and cutting some of the paper, just a little hand and also a little pink cameo, and inside I laid it all with book paper, vintage book paper, and it goes all the way up the bodice. So as I turn it more so you can see the side, so the wings come out to the side, and then I've got here also, you can see the applique, so it's a 2-part. So I've cut the piece in half so you've got a bigger, so you can see a bigger selection of it. So I'll turn it back to the front so you guys can see it. So I'm really happy with how it turned out, and let me know what you guys think, and be sure to go check out Craftsupplies1. There is, for my subscribers, there's a special discount code below, and if you use the code you do get free shipping. I think it's if you spend $45, and if you spend $25 I think you get 20% off. So be sure to check out the website and also use the codes. So I'll leave them below in the link. See you later. Bye.